Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The honorable judges, respect the audience, and my lovely friends. First of all, I'd like to thank to Allah the Almighty. It is because of Him we may be able to attend this contest. Secondly, may salawat and salam always be delivered to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. My name is Galih Ayu Nugraheningtyas from Muhammadiyah 2 Surabaya Senior High School. I'm very grateful to stand here in front of you to tell you about burnout and its impacts towards the youngsters like us. What is burnout? According to Oxford Dictionary, burnout means to ruin someone's health or become completely exhausted through overwork. Burnout study is a condition in which an individual feels physically and mentally exhausted, causing boredom in learning, indifference of academic assignments, lack of motivation, laziness, and decreased learning achievement. So, what are the causes? Why can it happen and how? Let me show you why this topic become an important issue for the future leaders, the youth. Burnout may happen because of several reasons. The stress experienced by high school today is greater than anything experienced in the past. Between so many assignments, taking so many extracurricular activities, participating in student organizations that will look good on college resume, and finding time to take so many courses. In the midst of that, life can be stressful. For students like us, it can be in the form of too many homework and activities that we must do at the same time in a day. Let's imagine, how many hours do we spend at school to study? In our school, it's almost full day, right? After we go home, some of us probably still need to take some private lessons or do extracurricular activities, not to mention if there is any homework or exam for the next day. How do we manage all that? It feels like we cannot take a break for a while. We feel so tired and exhausted. If we ignore what causes our burnout, it may lead to mental illness. Why? Because we'll be stressed out and no one cares about it. Someone with severe burnout may isolate himself from his surroundings, depressed, and the worst, suicide. Many millennials nowadays feel easily burnt out at work, and for Generation Z like us, at school. The main factor that makes our generation a burnout generation is the pandemic situation. Since the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, many generations have been unprepared for sudden change, starting from having to adapt to online schools or work from home for a long time, and having difficulty dividing time between work and rest at home. The other reason is maybe because the social standards, it enforced us to do all of things at once, like there's no tomorrow. We live in a competitive world where you need to run if you don't want to be left behind from your friends. Everything seems in a rush every day. No pauses, no breaks, no me time. Well, if we can cope with that situation, it's no problem. It will be a problem if we don't know when or how to stop. Why do we need to stop what causes our burnout? Because it reduces your productivity and saps your energy, leaving you feeling increasingly hopeless, helpless, cynical, and resentful. Eventually, you may feel like you have nothing more to give. So, how to solve it then? Well, if you already feel burnt out or so much to do until you cannot manage them, there are several things you can try. First, understand your stress level. If you know that a task makes you stressed, pause. Try to talk to your family or siblings to find a solution. Maybe they can help you to finish the task. Secondly, identify your stressors. If it's about lacking of time, try to manage your time well. Finish one work at a time, not all at once. Don't do multitasking, it's not effective. Third, create a habit of journaling or writing in a diary. It helps you to speak up for yourself and identify what makes you burn out. Therefore, you can transfer your negative energy to something positive. Fourth, get enough exercise. Exercising is good for your blood pressure, and it also makes your brain work properly to think clearly. And last but not least, look for professional help from a coach or therapist if you still cannot solve your burnout problem with 4 solutions I mentioned before. Don't wait until it's too late. All in all, burnout is a serious matter. You have to be aware when your body and mind react to the stress that you feel. Know the symptoms, try to talk to your family or friends, and the most important thing is try to love yourself. Good luck. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.